What up, sneaker fam? Welcome to the channel. Today's video, my name is Ray, aka Sneaker Dad, and as usual, we are in the creative lab, so welcome. Before we jump into today's video though, I do gotta show you the heat on feet, and as usual, your boy got on the Adidas Yeezy slides in the ochre colorway. I mean, I can literally make a video alone on this shoe, but instead of doing that, I will just take the opportunity right now to let y'all know how amazing this slide is. Number one, definitely one of my favorite pickups of 2021. Number two, definitely one of my favorite pickups of a slide type kickback shoe that you would be wearing. And number three, definitely one of my all-time favorite footwear pickups. And I mean anything you would put on your foot. Definitely one of my favorites of all time. Now I will explain myself. I've literally been wearing this shoe now, or this slide, for a little bit over a month. And every single time I put my foot back in it, it's like for the first time when I took it out of the box. Just so comfortable. The form is still maintaining. It's still cushiony, very supportive, very comfortable. Like, I literally wake up, throw this shoe on. Everything I do throughout the day, I have this slide on. I even work out in my slides. So just to let you know that I've beaten this slide up. And again, every time I put my foot in it, it's like the first time I put my foot in it. So I highly recommend, if you're able to pick this slide up for retail, definitely that's a recommendation for sure. But if you can get something you know, a little bit closer to retail, not necessarily complete resale, because I mean, I've seen it, you know, 120 up to 150 depending on which version of a slide you want. This one, I think it's like 120, somewhere on there. Now, I'm a huge fan of Crocs. I literally have tons of Crocs as well. And now, if you do own some Crocs, you know, when you first put your foot in, the sole is very comfortable, very cushiony. It even has those little bumps and stuff, so it's very like relaxing, very comfortable. But of course, over time, over wearing them, you know, wear and tear, just all that goes away, and then the shoe just kind of becomes dull, and then it just literally morphs into your foot and just is like a regular everyday shoe. The slide though, the Yeezy slide, have yet to have that problem. Like, I'm telling you, man, every time I put it on, I'm like, dude, like, it's like such a simple design, but yet, again, one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever owned. So I highly recommend adding these to your collection if you don't already have them. Now, enough of the slides. Let's jump into today's video. I have 5 shoes to unbox today. 2 of them were actually in-store pickups, so I'm not going to tear up any boxes. But I do have 3 that were shipped to me. One of them came from Sneakers, the Nike's app. The other one came from... 2 of them actually came from Foot Locker. So without further ado, let's jump in. Let's actually jump into the shoes that I need to unbox, and then we'll go into the ones that are already open. I feel like those are probably a little bit more of a bang. Alright, but anyways, let's start with the first box. This is from Nike. This was actually shipped on January 2nd. So it's been a little bit, a couple weeks, week or 2, I guess, 2 weeks. I like how Nike's doing that now. This is the way you need to do it, Nike. Eliminate the flimsy boxes. Let's throw that there for now. Woo! Already liking the box. Bam! If you can't already tell or read, we got a LeBron box here. LeBron's beautiful box, man. Just first impression of the box. I love it. I love the box. So I love, you know, when you put a little bit of detail, a little bit of love in the packaging. So I love how just a completely simple plain white box. You got the LeBron James symbol on top in this red, like, metallic-y look. It's pretty sick. And then what's tight though is, so on the side of the box here, well, I don't even know if you can see it, but at a certain angle when you sit down, it reads LeBron. And it's like a white glossy type sticker. But if I'm looking at it this way, it completely blends into the box. It's hard to read it until you get it at an angle. So that's actually a pretty cool feature. I like that. Red little Nike checks symbol on the back here, similar to the Nike or the LeBron symbol on top. And we have the Nike LeBron 9 in the black/lime glow Dutch blue. These retail for $200, size 10. So now let's take a look at the shoe. That's what I'm more excited about, because man, the pictures, they already look clean, and you know, now I just can't wait to see them in hand. So, you know, standard white creamish paper. Ooh, and now, bam, check this out. Ooh, the LeBron 9. So this, I believe, is called, what do they dub this? South Coast, Coast Nights. Hang on one second. Let me go find that out. Okay. Okay, back. So yeah, so these are called South Coast. So, you know, kind of a play off of the LeBron, what is it, the 8 South Beaches that dropped. So definitely not an original colorway, but it is an original form or style of the shoes, what they said. So this was I believe this dropped, don't kill me, but I want to say 10 years ago. And of course, as you can tell, I mean, it's definitely a tribute to the time he spent in when he was in Miami. So you definitely have the blue, that pinkish. So you have the Miami Vice vibes and stuff. So yeah, you got Air Max on the back here. You know, you got the material, of course, is like a canvas type material here. But you got that beautiful pink lining in the inside, palm trees and everything. Of course, you got that Miami, you know, South Beach flavor right there. Bunch of neon colors, you know, which is, I'm a fanatic of neon colors, especially the blue, the pink. You got the green neons on the side here. Man, a combination of just different materials. It's like a canvasy material with this tough rubber, and then like a softer rubber here, and then this that's like, I don't know, felt canvas. I don't know, but it's like, it's crazy. These are so clean, man. Definitely a happy camper. Happy to have these in the collection. I'm not a baller, but I can definitely see myself wearing these casually. So very excited to have these 9s in the collection. Yeah. And those I was able to win off of the sneakers app. I don't think it was a tough win, as later on when I went back, there were additional sizes for the smaller sizes, but you know, a lot of the bigger ones were sold out. All right, next one. Now actually, I got 2 more. Oh, 2 more to unbox, and then 2 that I went in store to pick up. So these were shipped out on the 22nd of January, so about a week ago. Let's open this up. Alright. Something a little different now. Got a gray box. See the NB on top. So we got some New Balances here. And you know what? Actually, before we uncover that and show, let's crack open this box as well. This was shipped on the same day, January 22nd. So let's crack this open and take a look at both of them at the same time. Probably asking yourself, hi, why would you want to do that? Because they are both New Balances, you know? So this one here is the BB550 New Balance. This one here is the same thing, BB550 New Balance. Now there are different codes, so this one says BB550 SR1, this one says BB550 PB1. So let's go with this SR1 first, size 10. This retailed for $110. So flip lid attached. I like those lids. I like shoe boxes like this. So standard gray box, not too bad. It's pretty clean. NB on top for the New Balance. You know, traditional white paper, but this paper though, it does have the New Balance symbols on there too. So I like that. That's a cool little feature. Oh, and then bam, you got the shoe. Hey, these are actually pretty clean, man. I mean, you got the Raider colorway, but you know, we good. The silver and black, man, these are super legit. So these were off of a Foot Locker raffle. I didn't win the in-stores, but I did win the ship to me. So we have the New Balance 550, I guess black white or black silver. It doesn't even say the color here. No, it doesn't, but I'm gonna just say the Raider Nation right here. But these are actually super legit, bro. I've seen a couple of the 550s in stores. You know, they recently just started releasing these last year after being in the vault for, I don't know, 30 years or something like that. But these are super slick. If you can get yourself one pair, I highly recommend getting some New Balances. The 550s, there's a bunch of the New Balances that are fire, but these right here, you know, now seeing them in hand, having them in hand, just beautiful, man. Like, just the leathers, the different leathers. You got like a canvas mesh material down here. You got like this neon, nylon type, or not neon, I'm sorry, nylon tongue. You know, canvasy up here on top. This ruggedy rubber type material. Man, this is clean, dude. That tough outsole. Like, this outsole is tough, bro. Like, I mean, you can probably skateboard. You can do a lot of things on these bad boys. Like, no lie. Like, just touching the soles. Man, like, durable for sure. So these are super dope. Now let's jump into the BB550 PB1. Same thing, gray box, flip lid, New Balance all over with the white paper. Bam! And you got these bad boys. You got the snowmans right here. So again, doesn't have a color, but what I remember it said like white and gray or white. I think these were like black and marble, and I think this was like white and gray is what they are. But this shoe is sick. This one right here, like first impressions, just in love with it. Like the white slick shoe, I mean, you can't mess with that, bro. Like with the hints of gray on the outsole, you know, and then the midsole with this like a different off-white. It's not creamy, but it does look kind of dirty and old. And then as opposed to like the white beautiful leather on top, man, this is clean, dude. You know, I've seen, like I said, I've seen a couple of them in stores, but I never actually grabbed them and really take a look at them. Now, I don't know, maybe I got caught up in the hype because there were raffles, and I was like, oh, you probably won't be able to go into the store and get them. So figured, why not press my luck and you know, shoot a raffle. So, you know, and I was fortunate enough to win, both shipped to me. So I'm actually very happy, very excited to have these. Again, now looking at them in hand. In the beginning, though, I was kind of going back and forth. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep them. I definitely wanted to make this video and show you guys, but I wasn't sure if I was going to keep them. But again, now looking at them, I think I will. I think I will keep them. And I feel like, you know, again, the Raider Nation here, I'm a huge Broncos fan, so, but can't go wrong with a black shoe. You know, the gray isn't too crazy, hints here and there, so that's tight. But this all-white one, I think, just takes it. This all-white one is super slick. If I had to keep one out of both of them, I would just keep this white one, man. This is such a slick shoe. You know, don't hate on New Balance, bro. New Balance has been around for a cool minute. They got some heat coming out. So, I know they got like a UNC colorway dropping. They got some other ones that are dropping. So, I definitely want to go for that UNC colorway. I think that's always a winner. All right. So, there we go. 3 down. Oh, man. 2 to go. All right. Now, these right here. So these were in-store pickups, same thing, they were raffles. Both of them actually are for Foot Lockers, but we are going to go one at a time. So let me show you the next shoe. We got an Adidas Yeezy 350 right here. Again, of course, standard brown box for the Adidas, nothing special. You got the 350 written on top. You got the boost across the side here. So we got the Yeezy Boost 350 in the blue tint. So size 10. So these were dope. These are like, again, if you haven't already found out or seen or heard, I'm a huge fan of the 350 V2s. Literally one of my favorite Yeezy silhouettes. I mean, a lot of them are my favorites, but the V2, the 350s, I don't know, man. You can't mess with those right now. Boom! Look at this. Man, what a beautiful shoe, bro. Again, and I love the fact that they got this pull tab right here, the heel tab. So that's what I'm a fan of. I love the V2s that have that. This, I believe, is an original colorway. I want to say the first time it dropped was in 2017. They just released these not too long ago. I believe I picked this up a week or two ago. So again, in-store raffle pickup, Foot Locker raffles. Now, you know, I've been hearing a lot of things about Flex app, and you know, I got no W's, no nothing. I don't know, man. Again, I must have been a good human, or Foot Locker must have been like, all right, let's take care of this person, because I've been fortunate enough to hit on a lot of raffles from Foot Locker. Foot Locker is like my #1, bro. Like, it was Foot Locker, it was Foot Action, occasionally Champs, and then, you know, sprinkled in some sneakers and stuff, sneaker apps, but Foot Locker has been like my go-to. So right here again, Adidas Yeezy 350 V2 in the blue tint. Another beautiful silhouette. Damn, excuse me, I feel like I have something on my nose. Another beautiful silhouette. Definitely one to add to the collection. I'm super excited that I have these in the collection. Another shoe that I highly recommend adding to the collection if you don't already have them. Now these you probably will not be able to find for retail. I believe they're currently 300 plus in the aftermarket, so it just depends again where you get them from. If you can find local shoe stores that like sell hype stuff like this, or just sneakers that are not part of the norm that you can go to a regular store and get, you know, you probably will avoid a lot of the fees and all that stuff. Hopefully they don't tax though, because a lot of these foods be like, oh, $450, and you're like, bro, I can get it for like $360 on StockX after all the fees and all that or whatever. But yeah, you know, still look around. If you're not able to find them in stores, your next best option is online. So The Yeezy 350 V2 Blue Tint. Again, highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. So, happy to have those. I also do got the Beluga Reflectives that just dropped too, so definitely happy to have those in the collection. That's another original colorway, I think. Just these have the reflective on them, and the originals I don't think they did. So, alright, last but not least, our final shoe. And what a shoe it is. Let's jump into it. So if you can already tell by the box, we got a Jordan 1 box, but it doesn't look the same. I don't know if you can see these over here. It looks a little bit different, you know? So I'm a fan of this box. You have the glossy look to it all the way around. So that can already tell you what type of shoe is inside, you know what I mean? So pop the lid, regular white paper, and we got the shoes. Bam! We got the Air Jordan 1 patent leather breads. So this is actually a restock that they had. I was fortunate enough to win on the original launch that they did. It was I actually want it shipped to me. So I ended up winning a Foot Locker shipped to me. Finally got them shipped to me, and I was super, super excited and happy. Actually, was it Foot Locker? I want to say Champs or Foot Locker. Hold up. I gotta check now again. Okay, yeah. So the first pair that I won was a Raffle Foot Locker, and it was a ship to me. So I was like, first of all, I was super excited. I was like, geez, again, what a way to end the year. Must have been a great human. But then I was a little nervous because I was like, dude, they're gonna ship them to me. So I'm like, come on, baby, like, don't mess up my box. You know, make sure I get the shoe, like, you know, please. So I got the shoe in. I don't know if you can see, but it's all the way on top there. So this is a second pair. Now, I think like a week or so later, once they released these, they ended up doing another launch, another raffle, and I put in for all the raffles, and once again, fortunate enough to hit. This time was an in-store pickup in Foot Locker. Now, this though, I had to go like 2 hours away from where I live, but dude, the night before, I put in for PTO for my work. I put some time off. The next day, me and my young one, we drove all the way to Hollywood. So that's where I picked them up. If you're familiar with California, I went to Hollywood, boom, picked them up at the Foot Locker there. And what a pickup, dude. Like, what a pickup. The only thing, though, before we jump into the shoe and I'll show you all that stuff, I do got one thing that I'm upset about in Foot Locker. If you're watching this, Hollywood Foot Locker specifically, bro, y'all gypped me on the hang tag. Fam, somebody came up. Somebody came up on the hang tag. You know what, though? Y'all can roast me because it was my fault because these were in-store pickups. I should have acknowledged it and been like, hey, lady, my hang tag is missing. But when I first opened the shoe, you know, I saw it like this, you know, and figured, hey, it's there, whatever. You know, maybe I was just too excited, I guess. I wasn't really looking at my shoes like, oh, my gosh, you know. One thing I suggest, though, pro tip, definitely look at both of your shoes. Take them both out. Make sure you got a left and a right. Future video coming about that. Stay tuned. But anyways, so I saw it hanging, you know, like it was clipped on. I was like, oh, whatever, no need to do it. Start talking to a lady, just looked at one. I was like, perfect. Come home, you know, now, well, a couple weeks later, however long, I forgot. I think I picked these up like 2 weeks ago or so. But looking around, you know, because I'm like, oh, I got to make these videos now. What's up? Grab my boxes, trying to organize everything, take them out, and I'm like, huh. And actually, the way I found out was the hang tag was like in here, in this little hole. You know, you got a little hole here or whatever. Oh, man, come on. It was like hanging like that. And I was like, wait, what happened? I pulled it out. I'm looking. I'm like, ah, all right, Foot Locker. All right. Somebody said, you know what, big dog? We're just gonna take your hang tag, bro, because it's a sick, you know, metal red hang tag. So yeah, Foot Locker, if you're watching, bro, come on, man. But I will say though, on the first pair I got, no problems, no issues, so I'm happy with that. And since these are a second pair, best believe these are gonna go on feet. So not too mad that I don't have the hang tag. I mean, whatever, but what can you say or do, right? What a beautiful shoe, bro. This bread colorway, original colorway, you cannot go wrong with this, man, at all. The leather is just so beautiful and shiny. And then inside, I think I showed this last time, but inside, I don't know if you can read that or see it, but it says family. Now, one thing that I heard about that is when the, like Jordan brand, you know, they have their athletes or whatever, and when they come up with certain shoes for their athletes, they have that family in them. So that's a cool touch, actually, man. Like, to know that at one point these might have just been for Jordan brand athletes, and now they're available for everybody. So love that I have 2 pairs of these in the collection, because you know you gotta double up. When I love something, like when I'm like, nah, bro, like I love this, I gotta double up. So this ain't the first pair I'm doubling up on. Won't be the last for sure. But yeah, this is it, guys. The last pair, the last pickup. But anyways, I just want to say thank you guys so much, man. Genuinely appreciate you guys for chilling with me. I'm sure this video is a lot longer than what I expected it, but originally I was just gonna do like individually, but I was like, nah, man, these are all raffle pickups, raffle winnings. It's an unboxing, like just gonna group them together. I do got another shoe though that I just recently picked up as well, alongside this one. It wasn't a raffle, wasn't nothing, so that's why it's gonna be a separate video. I know January was a little bit of a dry month when it came to releases. I know we had the 13s that dropped, the 4s that dropped, the Red Thunders, you know, and a bunch of other ones that came along. I know the Yeezys just dropped. So there's some shoes that dropped recently, but I know February, March, and just moving forward is going to be crazy. But yeah, thank you guys so much, man, for tuning in, for joining me. If you guys, you know, watch the entire video, sweet. If not, I just appreciate any clicks, comments, likes, whatever, man. And yeah, stay tuned for future videos. But more importantly, don't forget to run your goals. And we out.